Hello everyone, Tech1421 here. Welcome back to another episode of Mr. Game & Watch, the series I am doing to try to figure out all the moves for Mr. Game & Watch. And I could have done this just by looking at a wiki page or something like that and just going, hey, that's pretty cool, that move came from that game, and so forth and so on. But I wanted to make a series about it. I wanted to play the games for myself to get a better idea of where they're coming from, and I think by doing this I'll have a better kind of, I don't know, a better sense of Mr. Game & Watch and a better understanding of him as a character. He is my favorite character to use in the Super Smash Bros. Games, and that is kind of the whole reason why I am doing this. This particular game is Chef. This is episode 2. In episode 1, we covered Octopus. This is Chef, and I'll quickly talk about the game and kind of the rundown of the game, and then I'll talk about how it relates to Super Smash Bros. And on all the games for Super Smash Bros. Not just Melee, Brawl, but all 3 or 4 if you include the Wii U and the 3DS to be 2 separate games, which I kind of do, but they're still, you know, same idea. Anyways, let's get enough about that. So Chef, like the Mr. Game & Watch games, there are 3 lives, like most of them, there are 3 lives, and there is no exception to this game. In the Chef game, the 3 lives are represented as the mice. Now, how do you lose a life? Well, you may have kind of figured this out by now. It's not very hard to see that you're trying to flip food items up in the air. Going from left to right, we have a sausage, a piece of bacon, a piece of shrimp, and then some kind of like steak or something like that, like a piece of steak, piece of pork chop, something like that. So you're just trying to balance those up in the air, and if they hit the ground like so, a mice comes and takes it away and eats it. So those pesky little mice are waiting for you to drop the food item. It's your job to keep them off the ground and kind of juggle them up in the air. And if it does hit the floor, then you lose a life. Now, when you hit 200 points, and I'm not sure where else in the game, it might be 200, 400, you know, multiples of 200s. It could be 200, 500, 800, you know, something like that. You get your lives back. Now, I've only gotten to about around 350 or so. I think my final score was like 344, and it was at 200 where I actually got all my lives erased, all the lives I've lost erased and go back to 0. So I'm not really sure where you get other lives from. If you do get other lives further along in the game, I just know you get more at 200. Now, the difficult part of this game, you may notice that the projectiles of the food items are kind of random. And it's kind of like that in the Super Smash Bros. Game when you're flipping the bacon or any other food items in other games. You'll notice they're kind of randomly oriented and projected throughout the air. There's a cat on the far left of the screen that stops the sausage in the left column from either falling to the ground or from going up in the air. He has that like little pitchfork, and it just causes a little bit of mayhem. It causes a little bit of randomness, a little bit more randomness in the game, which is always kind of fun. So that's what the little cat is there for, to just kind of stop you from, I guess, flipping the food items up in the air and keeping them off the ground. So yeah. So it's a pretty fun little game. It's pretty simple, but yet it gets difficult as time goes on. It speeds up a little bit. The cat definitely makes things a little bit more difficult. But you see there, I got all my lives erased. Now let's go ahead and talk about how Chef kind of relates to Super Smash Bros. And you'll notice that when you're flipping the bacon, that's kind of the symbolic, iconic move of Mr. Game & Watch. Back in Super Smash Bros. Melee, it's your neutral special move. In Melee, it did around 2 to 9% damage, and you can toss up to 5 pieces of bacon at any given point of time, and then he kind of resets and goes from there. If you hit someone directly with your frying pan, it does a little bit more damage, and they can be hit with fire damage as well as just regular old damage, which is kind of nice. So if you get up in personal, hit them with your frying pan, do some damage with their bacon, and life is good. In later games, in Brawl, you flip not only the bacon, but you flip sausage, steak, shrimp, and some kind of fish. So yeah, you can flip all those different items, and it's pretty cool. seeing them go through the air. Something that I found on the internet, which is kind of fun to point out, is the food items cannot be absorbed because they're actually physical projectiles. Now, on the other hand, if Kirby sucks you up and gains your ability, it is the chef ability that he gains. And if Kirby uses the bacon attack, the chef attack, it can actually be absorbed by other characters that have some kind of absorption of absorbing projectiles of some kind. So it's just kind of funny to point out. I thought that was kind of interesting. And in the new games, the chef move can actually be customized in 2 different ways. The Iron Chef, which the food is actually larger and does more damage, but is slower. And then the Fast Food Chef, where the food moves faster but does less damage. So that's pretty cool. I thought that was kind of interesting to point out, and how the chef move has kind of changed through the Super Smash Bros. Games. It's a really fun game. I really enjoyed playing it. I didn't play it that much because I wanted to get on to other games. It's a very, very simple game to play, but it can be kind of interesting, and it can be hard at times just because you don't know how high the projectiles are going to go up in the air, and that pesky little cat can really hurt you as well. So I got a total score of, I think, 344. Let me know in the comments down below what you think about the chef move, about the chef game, and anything else to do with Mr. Game & Watch. I am TAC1421. I hope you liked the video down below if you did enjoy it, and I'll see everyone in the next Mr. Game & Watch title. Take it easy, everyone. Peace.